Hi everybody, very warm welcome to my channel, Nelly the Narcissist. Thank you very much for joining today. This is a bonus video that I'm making for you this week because quite a few of you had some questions to ask to my previous guest on Resident Evil episode 3. Now this man was married to a malignant narcissist for 30 years and he believes that she was using dark demonic level witchcraft on him. So he is going to be answering your questions, and as he does, I'd like to invite you on a walk with me around the beautiful English summertime countryside. So if you appreciate the video today, then please do like it, share it, subscribe if you're not, and comment your thoughts down below if it resonates. I hope that this video is of help and support to you on your healing and recovery journey after narcissistic abuse at whatever stage you're at. And I hope that this survivor's story and his answers are of inspiration to you.
It's a slow burn, little steps, knowing that you're in a tunnel and yes, there is light at the end. At first, I felt like I had to tell my story to everyone, as if everyone wanted to know. But the truth is, you never really get the answer you're looking for. The injustice that the narcissist causes, that's what really hurts. You want people to understand and you want them to agree with you, but no one really gets it and no answer feels enough. No matter what the situation is, never stay in contact with a narcissist. You can never convince them. You won't get a real answer for sure. Don't try to understand them using a normal heart or soul, mind, and when their masks break, they run away. But the truth is, they are not running away from you. They are running from themselves. If you have children together, like I do, it gets harder. Even if you cut the connection, they'll try to sneak back in through the kids. Never argue, just ignore. If you must communicate about the children, try to get help from another family member. Let them talk instead of you. If that's not possible, keep it cold, formal, and only through email if possible. No I or you, just facts. Stay focused only on the topic. Don't open the past, don't let them open it. Be selective. Don't fall into the manipulations hidden inside their questions. Never answer those traps. Protect your sleep. Go for walks. Focus on your work. Do things that let you feel love. If you have kids, hug them. If you have a pet, spend time with it. Smell the flowers. Look in the mirror and say, you made it, you survived. Accept yourself. Don't be angry with yourself. Don't blame yourself. Don't let rage take space in your life. Being angry is normal. Fighting for your rights is healthy. But rage? No. Don't open your soul to that low energy, no matter what caused it. Stay away from the flying monkeys. They're just the arms of the octopus. Not everyone has to love you or believe you, and that's okay. And most importantly, take refuge in the presence of God. Before you sleep, talk to Him like you're having a normal conversation with someone, a close friend perhaps. And don't forget how full of love He is and how deeply He cares for every soul. You are safe because He loves you. You were able to come through this because He never, ever gave up on you. Believe me, it all passes. Humans are made to adapt. Don't forget that. Trust your first feeling when you meet them. Your gut feeling, it's always right. It never turns out wrong. Always have a plan B, even a plan C or D. Never say, they would never do this to me. Collect proof. Don't delete messages. Collect everything. Also, if there is a third person involved, be very careful. Don't let them manipulate you. Be extra alert, because when someone else is around, the malignant narcissist will almost always push you into a difficult or humiliating situation. Don't wait until you get sick in your life. They will never take care of you. Don't plan to grow old with them. They'll throw you away like a garbage, like a piece of paper, and you might find yourself with nowhere left to go. When they try to start a fight, leave the room. They know exactly which buttons to press. Walk away. Just walk away. They create injustice on purpose, just to break you down. Try to stay silent. Look them in the eye once calmly and walk away. And watch how fast their mood changes the moment they realize you're not reacting anymore. I really truly believe God helped me. The mask started to fall. I began to see things clearly. Because I did a lot of research, the manipulation stopped working on me. Eventually the truth came out. I think at first she tried to bluff, saying like, I'm leaving you, expecting me to break down and cry and beg. But I managed to stay silent. And that silence and her bluff pushed her out into the open. And in the end, it became a gift for me because I couldn't leave on my own. I believe that there are at least two personalities like this in that family. It seems to run in the genetics. I also witnessed that they believed in magic and actually looked for help through it. I know they visited certain people who deal with those kinds of things. To be honest with you, no, I don't believe this was done by her physically. I believe it was something that happened on an energetic level. She called almost all of our friends after our, breakup and divorce, close and distant, and even managed to convince a few of them. I reached out to the ones who were closer to me. In the end, for me, a true friend is someone who stays neutral. Except for one or two people, I didn't really lose anyone important in my life. And in life, everyone shows their real position at some point. And I'm grateful that I've always been seen as a consistent, reliable family man. This experience also showed me how observant people actually are. Later on, I learned about so many things others had noticed, things even I had forgotten or not even being aware of. And of course, there are always some people who will believe that person. Just let them go. It's hard, I know, but sadly you have to learn not to care. But I'm a well-known musician in my country and in some others too. People who know me also know who she is. And our kids are in the music business as well. I need to protect them too. That's why I'm not willing to show my face. Wish I could. Yes, there are. I sent a YouTube news clip to Nelly, along with a newspaper article about it. Nelly can confirm it because she saw it herself. I'm very open with this. Let me tell you. Yes, I believe I have some codependent tendencies. I realize that these traits probably come from growing up in a highly controlling family with a dominant father figure. That's likely why I chose a partner who reflected that dynamic and why I couldn't leave the relationship even after 30 years of struggle. But I want to make something clear. What I experienced wasn't the kind of codependence that's manipulative. I didn't watch or analyze the other person in order to control them, or play the role of an empath just to feel needed. Mine was more about staying quiet, enduring things, and becoming emotionally stuck. It wasn't fear that held me back, it was more like a pattern of patience I had learned early on. I didn't try to control people out of fear of losing them, but instead I lost myself by constantly crossing my own boundaries. That caused a lot of emotional pain. It took me a long time to learn how to say no, for example. I had to face the unhealthy results of always looking for validation from others. During this time, I realized that my behaviors weren't about punishing or controlling others. They were more about my own feelings of not being enough. So in the end, I mostly hurt myself. For a part of my life, I was someone who could be easily taken advantage of and who had a hard time setting limits. But for the last 14-15 years, I've been aware of this part of me and I'm still working on it, by the way. For example, in the last year since the end of my marriage, I haven't tried to fill the emotional gap with someone new or use anyone as a band-aid. I think that's important for someone like me. And by the way, I think my past trauma has helped me become very good at reading other people's emotions and behaviors. In a way, my broken parts have turned into a source of insight and healing through my work music. I believe I managed to turn a negative trait into something positive. So, thank you to everyone, especially Nelly. And never forget, no one's trauma or pain should ever be compared to someone else's. Pain is deeply personal, and no one should have to face it or walk through it alone. So my heart goes out to everyone out there who has had their own share of this nightmare. And may God be with you, and always remember, please, love is the only answer to all our prayers, no matter your religion or belief. Bye.